No trip to Thailand is complete without visiting Chiang Mai. Honestly, there is so much to do in this incredible place. There aren't any beaches, but there are some of the best temples, some amazing experiences like visiting the elephants. They were so incredible. And in today's video, I'm gonna be giving you guys some of the best recommendations, some of the top tips that you need to consider before booking your trip and whilst planning your trip to Chiang Mai. Everything from the markets, the food, the experiences that you need to do, everything is coming up in this video. So stick around. Tip number one, you need to do the Old Town Temple tour. There are so many temples in Chiang Mai, and some of my favorites are actually in the Old Town itself. There's actually a few temples that you do in a route. The first one that you're going to start off with is Wat Phra Singh. This temple is so unique.
It is beautiful.
It is really beautiful. The feeling that you get there is just like tranquil, relaxation.
Serenity. Yeah.
And you know, you see the monks there, you actually see them praying. Like a lot of locals as well will pray there. The grounds are so beautiful. That golden stupa is like nothing I've ever seen before. And I've done a lot of the temples in Thailand, and I can tell you this is a unique one. And if there's any temple that you're gonna do in Chiang Mai, this is one of the top ones if you ask me. Then after you've been to that temple, you're gonna make your way through the old town to Wat Chedi Luang. Now this is more of an older temple, it has a different feel to it.
Yeah, totally different vibe.
It has been destroyed due to many earthquakes in the past, but it still gives you a sense of, you know, the culture here in Thailand, and it's definitely one to see if you are in the old town. I enjoyed it. They've got some unique elephants, statues there as well, and also there is a reclining Buddha. So if you didn't have the opportunity to see the incredible reclining Buddha in Bangkok, guys, you have to see that if you're in Bangkok. Check out that video up there for the top tips of Bangkok. Add that to the Old Town Temple Walk. Next, you'll be making your way over to temple number 3, which is a smaller one. It's called Wat Inthanon.
It's so cute.
You like that one
because it's really sweet.
You got your orange juice.
Yeah.
You got a lovely
There's a
orange
cute
juice.
little market going on outside.
Well, that was the Sunday walking market, and obviously we were there as the market was being set up. So we got some, you know, nice, refreshing orange juice, which I can highly suggest you guys do. You know, when you're doing this temple tour, if it's really hot, which it was for us, there are some really nice places on the way whilst doing these temples that you can just pick up some orange juice. One of the best coffee shops as well. 5 minutes walk from first temple that we went to, Wat Chedi Luang. That place is called Aka Ama Coffee. It's known as basically having the best coffee in the whole of Chiang Mai, so it's quite cool that that's only like 5 minutes from one of the first temples, and it's en route. So stop off there, get some orange juice as well from one of the local little stalls. But yeah, Wat Inthanon was cool. It was just a smaller one and had some white Buddhas in there.
You can just see it in like 2 minutes. It doesn't take up a lot of time, does it? It's just on the way.
And for all you people that like doing the checkbox travel thing, this is really the temple tour for you, because you're just going to be able to hit one temple, hit the next temple. You're going to see the Three King Monument as well. It's in the Chiang Mai Old Town City Centre, so you'll walk past that. Also, if it is a cloudy day or a rainy day, there are 2 really good museums there. The Lana Folklife Museum, which gives you some information on the history of Chiang Mai and Thailand, so that's an option there. And then finally, you're going to end up on the final tour of the Old Town Temple tour, which is Wat Chiang Man. And this was beautiful even when the temple had closed. You don't even necessarily have to walk inside the temple and the temple itself to get the full experience. Just walking through the grounds, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, like the gardens and stuff were really nice.
Yeah, really relaxing and a really nice way to finish our temple tour.
It was quite nice to go there, I think, when it was closed. There was hardly anybody there. It was really nice, isn't it?
Really nice experience. So those are the 4 temples that I would suggest. Definitely make sure you do the Old Town Temple tour. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 in Chiang Mai. This has probably got to be my favorite.
Yeah.
Your favorite, definitely.
Yeah.
It is the elephants. Now, we booked with the Elephant Freedom Project, and it was so incredibly well organized. We were picked up in the morning from our hotel and taken on a 1-hour drive to where the elephants are. And this sanctuary was so beautiful. The elephants were so well looked after.
Yeah.
And the full experience was amazing. We started by preparing sugarcane, chopping the sugarcane, preparing the bananas. Then we get to feed the elephants. And
it was so sweet.
It was so
They're
cute.
so gentle.
You'd never
They're so
seen
gentle.
elephants before, had you?
No, never. It was amazing.
So it was an amazing way to see them
amazing.
for the first time.
Yeah.
So we got to feed the elephants, which was cute. Then we took them for a little walk where they rubbed against the scratching posts. They were acting a little bit mischievous.
Yeah, they were
It was so cute to see them interacting with one another and just being able to walk with them in their own environment and their own habitat. And this is one of the most important things to note about traveling to Thailand when you visit the elephants. Make sure you do it in an ethical sanctuary where they are looked after, they are cared for, and they are able to do what elephants do, which is not be rode. Like, if you ever see tourists on an elephant, that is not something that you should be doing. Avoid that at all costs, because it is very, very likely that that elephant is being abused. But then after that, we went for some lunch, and the lunch was pretty okay. It was,
Yeah.
you know, a pad thai. It was great that it was included. And then that was where the half tour would conclude. But we booked onto the full tour.
Yeah, you're missing out if you don't do the full thing. Like,
Yeah,
for sure.
the full thing was excellent, because after that, we got to feed them some vitamin balls, so people doing the afternoon tour still get to do this experience. It made us feel like we were really involved in, you know,
Making them treats,
yeah,
it was
giving them
cute,
treats.
yeah.
And then we went on a little hike, a little walk over to the place where we would bathe with the elephants, and just seeing the elephants like plod along and follow us, it's so amazing and so unique. Like, I've never had an experience like that in my
No,
life.
they were so excited.
We were so happy when we got in the water and we were bathing with them. We were flowing water all over them. It was incredible. I cannot explain to you how amazing this experience was.
Yeah.
And if that wasn't enough, after, you know, we rinsed off the elephants, we got to go on our own little rinse off in an amazing waterfall.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
You know, so this tour had it all. You know, Elephant Freedom Project, I cannot recommend them enough. The link to book that will be in the video description below, along with all the other tours that I can recommend in Chiang Mai. And travel tip number 3, this is the third thing that you got to do here in Chiang Mai. It is visit the temple of Doi Suthep. Now, everyone will recommend that you go to Doi Suthep, and it is fun because, you know, the way to get up there is, well, I'd suggest getting a scooter, hiring a scooter.
Yeah.
You know, scooters are fun. It's a nice 40-minute route up there, but you can take the public transport up to the top. And this has a pretty amazing temple at the top. Like, it is pretty amazing.
Definitely like nothing we'd seen the day before when we did those temples. This was really different.
Yeah, it is. And anytime you ask anybody about what to do in Chiang Mai, they will always tell you you need to go to Doi Suthep, because it is really unique, because there's this amazing stairway to get to the top, which there's like loads of steps. So you're going to get a real
3,000
workout.
steps.
3,000
Yeah.
steps, or however many. It felt like 3,000 anyway.
Yeah.
With some really unique like serpent like handrail
on
things.
the sides, that was amazing.
Which is pretty cool. And then at the top, you get these incredible views all over Chiang Mai. You can see everything. You can see the weather in the distance. You can see the airport. You can see planes taking off and landing. If you're not into doing temples, I can see why everybody would just suggest, if you're only going to do one temple in Chiang Mai, I can see why people say go to Doi Suthep.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of things to do also on the way. There's loads of different waterfalls that you can stop off at. There's like a viewpoint where you can stop off, and we actually got a photo drawn of us by a guy wearing goggles, but fair play to him, you know, we gave him a little donation. I respect the hustle, but I don't necessarily respect the drawing of me. I was
Oh,
quite
God,
disappointed
no.
if that's actually how I...
It was like, you know, when they do sketches for wanted people, that's pretty much what it was.
That's what it was.
At the
Experience.
bottom of the, when you go into the temple, there's all those little markets. They were quite cute as well.
Oh, yeah.
You got some nice rings
Yeah,
and stuff.
I also found that out of all the markets that I've been to in the whole of Thailand, some of the best jewellery that you're gonna get that's super cheap. And when I say cheap, I'm talking like 10, 20p, 50p to a pound, like for a ring and stuff. I got this one at that market there, and it was super cheap. And also plenty of places if you need to get your elephant pants so you can dress respectfully. You've got loads of options for your typical Thai clothing at Doi Suthep. So that is travel tip number 3. Next up, it is the Samoeng Loop. Now, if you've got scooters, I'd highly suggest doing the Samoeng Loop. I did this a few years ago, and it takes probably around 6-7 hours, I think, and the views on the route at the viewpoint is amazing. You're gonna make some stop-offs at some local coffee places where they actually grow their own coffee, strawberry farms, really amazing experience with some amazing waterfalls as well to stop off on the way. I would really suggest you do the Samoeng Loop, especially if you're more of the adventurous type. You like to just grab a scooter and just disappear off into the wilderness. That's what you're gonna get with the Samoeng Loop. I really enjoyed it. You didn't do it this trip.
Nope.
Maybe if we return, we'll do it.
Yeah.
I really wanted to do it this trip, but we couldn't because the time was against us. But amazing experience, Samoeng Loop. Travel tip number 5, whilst you're in Chiang Mai, it is watching Muay Thai.
Oh yeah, that was an experience.
Unreal experience. And the fact that we
Yeah.
didn't even plan watching the Muay Thai, we just literally saw it at the main gate in the old town. We literally just saw it being televised. It was a full production. But that Muay Thai, these guys are serious. These kids were fighting.
To be honest,
to the
I
death.
only went to meet you, but I actually really enjoyed it. It wouldn't be something I'd go to.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't be.
Yeah, you're
That's
not
not
at all
me.
interested in
It's not
like
me.
anything like that, fighting,
No.
boxing,
No.
none of that. But this was unreal.
But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I enjoyed it.
Everything, like the music, the production, the excitement,
Yeah, it's a
everybody.
lot, isn't it?
It is a lot.
It's
It's a
a lot.
full, like a really full-on experience, like with the music and the
Yeah.
kids like proper battling it out. So really, really good fun, and it is, you know, something that you've got to do to experience the culture of Thailand. Next up, travel tip number 6, you've got to do the night markets in Thailand. Thailand has some of the most unique night markets, if you ask me. Like, you can't come to Thailand and not experience that side of the culture. You're gonna get everything on these night markets, from, you know, food, obviously jewelry, rings, t-shirts, clothes that are pretty cheap, like
Yeah, we got some good little bargains.
really, really
Yeah.
good stuff in these markets. And there are 3 that you really need to know about. The first one is, of course, the Sunday night walk-in market, which is the main one that is in the town. And for me, my suggestion to you guys would be get there early.
Yeah.
I'd say head there for around
Sure.
4 or 5 p.m. I think they start setting up at around 4 or 5 p.m. actually. But it's better to get there when it's a little bit lighter. You get the full experience of being able to see everything. Don't go late at night, like at 10 p.m., which is when we went,
Yeah.
because everyone was starting to wrap up. We didn't really get the
We
proper
only
experience.
caught the very end of it. It was a
Exactly.
shame.
There are also other markets such as the Saturday night Wai Lai, which I personally didn't love as much.
No.
I found it a little bit samey.
Been there maybe 15, 20 minutes and we were like, okay, we've seen
We've
this
seen
now.
what we-
That's how it
yeah,
was, like
that-
the same thing.
I definitely felt like that.
Yeah.
There was a lot of food courts, a lot of places where you can stop off, grab the same food served at every little
Yeah.
area. Same
Some great ice cream rolls.
great ice cream rolls.
Yeah.
You've got to eat the ice cream rolls on the market. They are the highlight.
Oh, yeah.
We actually had those and kept thinking about them every other day after that. But then last of all, if you know you're not there on a weekend, on a Saturday or a Sunday, there is the Chiang Mai Night Bazaar, which is a market that I believe is run 7 nights a week. This market is actually quieter than the other markets, but is a great opportunity for you to do your market shopping if you're not there on a weekend and you don't get to do the main 2. But I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, me
You
too.
bought 3 things in the first 3 shops that you saw.
Yeah, oh, I got those really nice green pants.
You got lots of
I
lovely
wore
stuff.
them to death. They
To
were
death.
so soft.
Yeah, I got these green pants, I think. Really great pants as well. You get some really good clothes there. And there's a lot of live music, so a great place to spend an evening in the Chiang Mai Night Bazaar, but make sure you do at least one of the markets. Travel tip number 7 here in Chiang Mai, it has got to be visiting the Riverside restaurant and the Good Life, enjoying the nightlife.
That was a good night, wasn't it?
That was a great
That was
night.
so fun.
2 places that you've got to go to are those. The
The
Good
Good
View
View.
I thought was better than
The first one.
Yeah.
Riverside, yeah.
Riverside.
The Good View was better.
They're both right next to each other, but it is a place where so many locals will just be going, having a good night, enjoying themselves, getting massive beers like that are this big, and just
Yeah.
everyone's dancing. There's a DJ there.
It's like funky music.
There's a live band, and it's not
a good
even
vibe.
Yeah, it's not even necessarily that the band's great or the music's
No.
great. It's just fun. Everyone's just having a sick time, and it's so novel to see. It's on the river, so you get to see the river. Really nicely done place. Good cocktails, good drinks, and it also serves food, so great place to spend a full evening. Check those places out if you want some of the good nightlife. Travel tip number 8, it is eating the local dish, the Khao Soi. Oh, God, I absolutely love this stuff.
You love
I
this
loved
stuff.
it. It is noodles in this bowl full of like a creamy, spicy sauce, coconutty, with some fried noodles on the top with chicken legs in there. And honestly, everywhere serves it in Chiang Mai.
Yeah.
It's actually a lunchtime dish, so you're gonna find the best places serving it at lunchtime, but pretty much everywhere serves it. I'm gonna put some recommendations along with all the other tours in the video description, so check that out. But definitely make sure whilst you're in Chiang Mai, you try the Khao Soi. And there are the 8 travel tips, but I didn't want to leave you guys without giving you one bonus tip. And this is something to do, but also a tip that you need to be aware of. Doi Inthanon National Park.
Oh, good God.
Good God. Is the reaction that I'd be giving you and you'll be having if you decide to go in monsoon season. We went in June, July, and guys, it was beautiful weather in Chiang Mai. We hired scooters to get over there. It took about 2 hours on the scooters, which was probably a bad move because it was so loud on the motorway.
Oh yeah, you need earplugs and sunglasses, but also...
if you're on the scooters.
I don't think we realised the sun was as hot as it was because obviously you're on scooters and I got burnt to a crisp.
So burnt, so sun cream as well.
Yeah.
But getting to Doi Inthanon takes about 2 hours on scooters. I'd probably suggest if you're gonna go, book a tour, and I'll leave one in the video description that I recommend.
Yeah.
But Doi Inthanon, you know, you see it from the postcards, it looks incredible. It's a spectacular couple of pagodas, and it is the highest point in the whole of Thailand, I believe. So you're gonna get some amazing perspectives from up there. And to just be able to say that you've been there is quite an amazing thing, because it's in a national park. But unfortunately, we went at the wrong time of the year, and my God, did we regret it. It was freezing cold. We got there, and I kid you not, it was probably about 30 degrees in Chiang Mai in the center.
Yeah.
We got there, it was 0 degrees Celsius. My fingers were numb, my face was numb, everything was numb.
It was really nice where the waterfall was. That was all great.
Oh God, the waterfall, incredible. In the national
Amazing.
park, there is actually about 5 or 6 waterfalls, I think.
Oh, is there?
And that waterfall that we went to, Wacharawihan, I think it's called, I'll link it right there. But that is an amazing spectacle.
That was gorgeous.
And that made up for our experience.
Yeah, without that, I'd have been sobbing.
Furious. And you nearly were sobbing.
Yeah.
Because we made our way up to the top, to where the pagodas are.
We're getting higher and higher, it's getting colder, it started
Rainier.
raining, we couldn't feel our hands, and then we saw
Nothing. We literally could not see 10 meters in front of us.
Nothing.
It was all in cloud, and whether you like it or not, if it says it's a clear day, up at Doi Inthanon National Park, it will be cloudy, because in monsoon season, there's rain, there's clouds up there, and you're not going to get a good experience. So, monsoon months, rainy months, right off Doi Inthanon National Park.
Sure.
I will be returning in the good months to get the full experience, because I'm sure it's as beautiful as everyone makes out to be, but definitely don't go in those months. And there you guys have it. That is my top 8 things that you guys have to do when you visit Chiang Mai, and also there's a little bonus there. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Will they enjoy it if they follow these tips?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Links in the video description if you want to book any of the tours that I recommended, and also some other things that I can suggest if you're there for an extended period. And also check out these other videos on my page right here, along with this Chiang Mai travel series with all of the in-depth look of what we got up to while we were out there.
So much fun.
So much fun. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button and also the subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.